She. Yeah, go get him. Alright, I know it's a saucy title, but calm your tits and give me a couple of minutes to try to explain myself. I swear I have an actual point, I'm just not sure what it is exactly. But just so you know, this is gonna be a weirder video than normal. And that's really saying something because my normal videos are pretty fucking weird. And by the way, I'm gonna play a time-lapse painting for you to watch while I'm talking all this random psycho shit so you don't cringe too much while listening to me. But anyway, recently I had the awesome opportunity to interview none other than the amazing Ross Draws. And the video is gonna come out next month, and I haven't really interviewed anybody before, but boy, did I really fuck up this one. And I don't want to get too deep into it because you're gonna see it in the video, but I just kind of wanted to talk about some of the realizations that I've had afterwards. And first of all, having a self-centered narcissist like me as the interviewer, it's probably the worst idea ever. Because I always end up turning it back to me, and I just generally make people feel uncomfortable. And listen man, I felt like such a piece of shit afterwards. And I know I always joke about being a piece of shit, but that time it just felt so real. And I was already pretty insecure because of people telling me I need to bring down my personality or whatever. And I already know what you're thinking, like, no Angel, you're good, I love you for who you are, just hear me out, okay? So after the interview, I was like, man, why can't I just be like Ross? Like, I even said it to him, like, man, I'm just jealous of nice people, man. Like, he just seems so pure. And I was like, man, fuck being myself, fuck all this shit, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna be nicer. And that's not even like what the point of the video is. That's kind of like what my thought process was. So I was thinking all this shit about how I'm gonna be nicer and all that. And then I thought, well, I've already kind of tried that and it didn't really work because it felt so fake. Like, that's just not who I am. And then I thought, well, is me telling dick jokes on YouTube who I am? Because I'm pretty sure I'm doing that just for the attention and so people think I'm cool. So that's not really who I am as well. And then I thought, man, what am I trying to figure out right now? Like, my brain just feels confused. And then I thought, I don't really know who myself is. Like, I'm always playing a character or something on YouTube because, like, that's what you do. Like, what else can you be? So this whole advice, hey man, just be yourself, is invalid for me because, bitch, I don't know who myself is because none of this shit comes natural. Like, recording yourself alone in the room and then releasing it so everybody else can see it. Like, that's not something that you think, hey, you know what, that kind of sounds like myself, I'm gonna do that. Like, you can't start from there. Like, at least I didn't. So this whole thing kind of got me thinking, like, this advice that everybody is constantly pushing, like, hey, just be yourself, man, you are you, everybody else is taken, just be yourself. Dude, that's the stupidest advice ever, because your perception of yourself is built from your past experiences and other people. And dude, I'm really starting to sound like one of those bearded guys on mushrooms, like, hey man, life is a lie, man, the Matrix, man. No, just hear me out. So I just kind of thought that all this shit that I said might apply to other people too. Like, especially if you're an artist, you're thinking, oh, I'm shy or I'm an introvert and I can't stand in front of the camera. And funny enough, I used to think that as well. Until for some reason I started doing YouTube and I realized, oh wait, I'm actually an attention whore and I need to be admired. So after that, I started talking about all this stupid shit and fucking girls and random life stuff just to get more attention and act different. And people were like, wow, you're so rude, but you're funny. And I was like, well, maybe now I'm a piece of shit. And I actually related to that a lot more than who I thought I was previously. But then I kind of realized that's super dangerous because the same way that you think that you're a shy person and you're afraid of escaping that image, the same happens when you think you're a piece of shit. Like, you're just locked in this one characteristic and it ends up defining you. But by no means am I saying that you should try to run away from that, because if you do, it seems super fake and it gets even worse. Like, you trying to act not shy or me trying to act nice, like, it seems super fake because, like, that's me even less than the other me. And dude, at this point, this video makes absolutely zero sense, but I swear in my mind this shit sounds so fucking deep. So if you can't really escape it, and you can't really fake those limitations, really the only way out is to own who you are. And shout out to my boy Xavier Ars for fucking spending hours talking with me and making me realize that. And I think that's what people are trying to say when they say be yourself, is just own who you are. But the problem is, first of all, you thinking that, it actually limits you to being this one type of person. Like, oh, I'm just shy, like that's who I think I am. And second of all, I wasn't even aware that I was a piece of shit and a narcissist before I got into this journey. So if you were constantly following the advice, just be yourself, I don't think that's gonna help you to actually find out who you are, because you trap yourself in that box. Like, that's who I think I am. And by the way, I really do feel like a piece of shit, and I'm saying that just so you can defend me and be like, no you're not, or yes you are, but at least you're funny and you admit it. Well yeah, but if I realize that by saying it you guys are gonna like me more, is that really admitting it, or is it like manipulation? And even that last sentence is like, wow, he admits that he admits, like, and now you think I'm honest. I don't know where I'm going with this. You know what's funny? I've been kind of watching these documentaries on sociopaths, because all of a sudden it became cool to do that on YouTube. And every single one of those that I watch, I'm like, yes bitch, that's me. And I even wrote sociopath in my Instagram bio, but people were kind of put off by that, and they'll write me like, hey, what's up with that? Like, are you just saying that for the attention? And I kind of am. But then I found this thing called narcissistic personality disorder, and I never related to something so much in my life. Dude, it felt like I was reading my description, like I was a Yu-Gi-Oh card or something, and that shit was the text on the bottom, like that's what this card does. And I'm like, fucking yes bitch. And I don't want this to be one of those victim videos where you're like, oh my god, I have a disorder and I'm dealing with depression. Because whenever I watch that, I'm always like, man, okay, but why can't you just deal that on your own? But like, why you gotta make a video about it? And then I realized even that is kind of fitting into my piece of shit character. Dude, I think I've said this before as a joke, but I swear this shit is so true. Like, one of my dreams in life is to get really famous and then treat everybody like shit. And then it's like, how the fuck do you tell me to be myself when that's the type of shit that I feel inside me? I swear, man, thank God I'm nowhere near as big as I want to be, because I would have got cancelled a fucking 100 times by now. Like, even looking at all the shit that Logan Paul does, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'll do the same thing. It's just that nobody's that concerned with me. And some people ask me why I deleted all of my old videos, because I had like 50 episodes of my podcast where I was talking about my life and shit. And it's because, dude, everything I was saying was just for the attention. Like, it was not going anywhere. And I used to say the N-word and all this shit just for the shock of it. It was just, I was not going on a good route. And everything I was saying is so you think I'm cool. And even me doing this video right now and saying this is so you think how cool and honest I am. And then I figured it's gonna be much easier to trick these motherfuckers into thinking that with other types of videos. And is that really me being myself? Because if I keep making videos about how I just want to be famous, it's gonna grow old really fast if it hasn't already. And the weirdest thing is that all this desire to be famous, that wasn't really there before I started. Like, I always wanted to be super successful, but if you ask me in high school, like, hey, do you want to be super famous? I'd be like, I don't know. And that's the thing, you don't really know before you start. And I'm not saying that you guys need to be famous or any of that shit, but I get so many comments and messages from people being like, man, I'm too shy to post my art, or oh, I'm too shy to get a critique. And yeah, that's valid, but how are you gonna progress as a person if you don't do that? And listen, it's so easy to turn it into a joke or just be sarcastic about it. Like, that's what I do. I just use humor to mask all of my insecurities. Like, oh no, I'm just an ignorant piece of shit. Well, I can't really do anything about it. No, dude, you fucking can. It's just easier not to. The same way it's easier to not post your art or start a YouTube channel. Like, you're just too comfortable being this person that you think you are. And you're just excusing yourself with, oh, that's just me, and people tell me to be myself. No, dude, fuck that. Fuck who you think you are. Fuck who other people tell you are. Fuck who people need you to be. Fuck your mama. I mean, only if she's hot. Otherwise, who am I kidding? I got pretty low fucking standards. I think Ross explained it pretty well in that interview. The reason that you're here is to inspire other people. But I think in order to be an inspiration, you gotta be authentic. And I wish I was nice and quiet so I can get famous faster, but I'm just not. And if I try to be, it'll just look even worse. But at the same time, I can't just keep using that as an excuse for talking shit on YouTube for the attention. I just know that there's a lot more in me to offer to the world, whether that's art or comedy or videos like this, but I feel like there's this demon in me that's constantly be trying to do stupid shit. And dude, this video just reached new heights of weirdness. Like, hey man, I have this demon in me, he's telling me shit and I'm hearing voices. Dude, I don't wanna go to the hospital after this video. Anyway, my point is, you suck and I'm better than you for understanding all this shit. No, you're just limited by who you think you are because you've been told that and then you started believing it, and now you can't grow because it's too uncomfortable and you think that you should remain this person. See, but if I told you that in the beginning of the video, you would just think that it's a bunch of nonsense. And actually it still kind of sounds like a bunch of nonsense. But I swear, man, it's all perception and awareness. Like, for example, because I have major authority issues, I really think that teachers fucking suck. So the whole concept of me teaching people how to paint was ridiculous because I saw teachers as somebody lame and somebody who you disregard. But when I pushed myself to do it and I started my Patreon and a mentorship, and now it really sounds like I'm promoting my Patreon, which I totally am, I realized I'm in love with this shit. Like, you're talking, people are fucking with your mindset, they're doing everything that you tell them to do. Like, that's everything I ever wanted. But I couldn't really see that and have the awareness to realize it before actually doing it. Because I really thought, oh, I'm just gonna be me, and me hates teachers, so fuck this teaching shit. And it turns out it's the best shit ever. So from now on, I really want to focus on doing painting videos because I realized that's the experience I have right now, and it would just be stupid to be talking about something else when I can be talking about something real. And of course, I guess I can't really stop myself from doing dick jokes and being an asshole, so that's gonna be there. Also, I might do some rant videos like this because I'm a fucking overthinker and I swear I got so many thoughts and things I wanna say. Dude, and by the way, I know that everybody in the comments is gonna be like, oh my god, Angel, that was so real, I love you for who you are. Or now because you heard that, you're intentionally gonna try to be sarcastic with me and play the piece of shit card, because that's totally what I would do. Jesus, I really need to learn how to receive compliments. But regardless, I know that 3 years from now, or maybe sooner, the same people with the compliments will watch a video of mine or something that I did, and they will be like, oh my god, Angel, you changed, you lost your way, what happened? And it's like, bitch, whatever, man. I just know that with a huge ego like mine, I'm either gonna be super famous or I'm gonna end up in a super dark place where I'm just hating everybody. But whichever it is, I'm gonna keep making videos. So you gotta choose the light. Ugh, but the darkness is so fucking sweet. And that sounds cheesy as fuck. Just be yourself, man. Okay, bye, bitch.